probably the first time in my life people have just told me to just talk as much as I want. Brilliant. Hi, I am Gilly and I am here at Antipodes HQ. So don't be jealous, people, this is really exciting. I am one of Antipodes' devotees and they've asked me to come today to talk about some of the products. So to tell you a bit about myself and how I came to use the brand, about 4 years ago my best friend actually introduced me to Antipodes. She told me all about how it's natural and it's organic and New Zealand ingredients, and I thought that sounds really good, let's give it a try. So I did, and I was hooked from the first time I tried it, and I've never looked back. So I absolutely love everything. I use all of the skincare and I use the makeup as well. So today Antipodes have asked me to come in to talk about how passionate I feel about their foundation, which is absolutely wonderful. So I'm really excited to be here, and I hope all you other devotees aren't too jealous, but it's really cool here at HQ, and you see I'm out in the garden. And yeah, so to talk about the foundation, this is what I use. I use number 2, Light Yellow. It's a mineral foundation. So if you've not tried it, honestly, I can't rave about it enough. It is fantastic. Over the years that I've been wearing makeup, I must have tried hundreds of different foundations, big, thick, liquid foundations and lots of different mineral foundations. And at first I wasn't sure, should I try Antipodes or not, because I thought, well, they're more of a skincare brand, is their makeup going to be good? But a couple of people I knew tried it and said, no, it's really good, it's really good. So I gave it a go, and honestly, it is fantastic. It has just got such a light, powdery finish, and so you can either put it on really thin and it's just nice and translucent and natural, or you can put it on a bit thicker if you need to cover up some little blemishes like I've got just now, hopefully you can't see, and it's just amazing. It's also got an SPF 15, which I love, because especially here in New Zealand the sun is so harsh, so you want to make sure that your skin is always protected. The other things I love about the foundation is I'm a busy mum, I work part-time, and I've got a really, really hyperactive 4-year-old son, so my days are filled from the moment I get up in the morning to when I'm going to bed at night. I'm looking after a house, looking after my husband, looking after my little boy, going to work. And so I want something that I can put on quickly, but that I know is going to last the whole day. And with this foundation, that's what I've got. I've got something that it doesn't matter if I'm running about after my son and getting a bit sweaty, it's not going to clog up all my skin, it's not going to make me look all horrible and getting all my wrinkles around my eyes. It just stays on perfectly all day. And it's just really natural, so there's nothing bad in there, there's nothing that's making, irritating my skin or my eczema, because I've got quite sensitive skin, and some foundations, if I leave them on too long, they dry out and I get these little dry patches. With this one, none of that happens. Other things I use, once I started using the foundation, I thought, well, let's try a slightly darker colour as a bronzer. So this is the one that I use, the bronzer, which is Tan 04. Now Antipodes have got 5 different colours in the foundation, so even if you're using like a number 3 as your foundation, you could use a number 5 as your bronzer, or you could use a number 1 as your foundation, a number 3 as your bronzer. But this is what I now use instead of blusher. So that saved me money on going to all the big name brands that cost a lot of money for blushes. You've got this. And the other thing I use is this one, which is the translucent finishing powder. So this is a white powder. Now, I don't know if you other ladies who are devotees or you fans of Antipodes, you probably have heard of contouring, but contouring is when you take a couple of different colours of foundation, you get a light one and a dark one, and you highlight all your cheekbones and this white bit here and stuff like that. Now I think contouring is great, but realistically lots of people don't have time to spend an hour doing contouring on their face every morning. But with these powders, with the tan and the translucent, you can do a little bit of contouring really easily. So what I do is I highlight certain areas with the translucent powder, so across the forehead here, under the eyebrows, around here at the top of the cheekbones, and then along the jawbone here. And then the tan one, as I'm using as a bronzer, you put under the cheekbones, under the jawbone, and then just down the sides of the nose and in the crease of your eye. And it's fantastic. So you're kind of getting a contouring effect, but in about 10% of the time, and with so much less product that it actually looks natural. It doesn't look like you're caked in 10 layers of foundation. one of the other Antipodes products which I absolutely love and just can't recommend enough is the Kabuki brush, and this is your application brush for your mineral foundation. Now this is the brush here. It's actually made of goat's hair. Now, who would think that goat's hair would be lovely and soft and feel gorgeous on your skin? But actually it does. It's just so soft and so beautiful. And the foundation brush is so easy to use and feels so gorgeous on your face. One of the things that I love about this brush over other makeup brushes which I've tried is that the hair does not fall out of it. With other makeup brushes, you put your makeup on and you go out and then someone's going to you, oh, you've got hair on your face, is it an eyelash, what is it? And your brush has actually left as much hair on your face as it has foundation, which is really annoying. But with this brush, I don't think I've ever had a hair fall out of it. Is it recording?